Hello, everybody. Mr. Horse again. I would like to do part 3 of The Sound of Silence. In this video, I feel I'm moving too slowly, but when you encounter a great song, of course all these songs are great, but in terms of the meaning, it's the greatest, then you gotta spend time. You don't want to rush. So anyway, but I know it is time for part 3 because we just got into the core, the essence of the song, the vision. Actually, the two visions, actually. Verse 3 describe one vision, and verse 5 describe another vision. Of course, those two visions are, just really the manifestation of the same phenomenon, really. So we talk about in the naked land I saw. See, this is another way to play. In the naked land I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking. People hearing without listening. They were writing songs. It's just that voice never shared. No one there disturbed the sound of silence. I'm just showing you a different way to play. You can do it, but you can also do it, this way. Bar chord. In the naked land I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking. People hearing without listening. People writing songs. The voice never shared. No one there disturbed the sound of silence. In the naked land I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking. People hearing without listening. People writing songs. Their voices never shared. No one there disturbed the sound of silence. That's the original. Land I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking. People talk, hearing without listening. People writing songs. Voice never shared. No one there disturbed the sound of silence. This is I mean, anyway, so we talk about one interpretation of the first line. The people in a naked land. I saw 10,000 people, maybe more, right? And after a nuclear war, world war, all the countries in the world, participated in, and first everything is will be destroyed, and only 10,000 people left. The tough, those people who are tough, or they know how to survive, in this kind of disaster, then they survive. So only 10,000. So that's one way of looking at it. Now I want to introduce a second way of looking at that line. I don't know which one is the. I mean, both actually are correct, because again, remember, this is prophecy. By Paul Simon is telling people what's going to happen in the future from 2020 on. So 10,000 really means many, in Chinese, even in English, same thing. 10,000, this number, it's really figurative. It's not literal. It's not 10,000. It's millions of people. I mean, just 10,000 just represent a lot. You just can't count them. Millions of people. So in a naked, so 10,000 is figurative, but naked is more literal. Means naked. I mean, you're not wearing anything. Naked, nudity. But of course, in a civilized society, you can't. It's illegal to be completely naked. I mean, you can't walk around completely naked. I mean, like the caveman, or I mean, even the caveman, maybe at least they wore underwear or something. I mean, but so you just can't do that, right? But people are almost naked. You can call them half naked, or they're almost naked. I mean, they really don't wear much. A lot of people today. Now I'm talking about in the West. Even some, and it's really the female women, Western women, and now it's getting more common in Taiwan, for example, or even in China. I mean, in the more traditional Eastern society, Chinese society, you start to see women, almost naked. I mean. So millions of people, women, they are walking around. I mean, walking around, almost naked. Now there are a lot of problems, that is going to come out of this. I mean, off the top of my head, I can give you 4 or 5. Okay. If you're not wearing a lot of clothes, especially women, when it gets cold, the weather change, you're going to be sick a lot, right? I mean, that's natural, right? I mean, when it's cold, you have to wear a lot of clothes, but if you are not, you're gonna get sick. So the cost of healthcare is going to skyrocket. I mean, well, it already, I mean, of course, that is the case. So many women are sick every year in the winter time, because they're naked. I mean, so they get the flu, with the COVID. I mean, it's really serious. I mean, you can die, and so I mean, that's a terrible result. So it's like it's financial healthcare financial thing. Another one, example. I mean, the crime rate is going to skyrocket because I mean, when you have in the summertime, okay, when it's warm, I mean, you have women almost naked. Well, that's going to cause them to become victims of sexual assault, sexual crimes, right? Because men, 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 I mean, they are out of control. I mean, today's men, they don't have any self control, self discipline. So they see naked, half naked, women. They just can't control themselves, their desire. So, so the crime is going to go up, terrible. See, social problem. Another thing, for example, health, related. Well, you have half naked women. The men and women gonna I mean the sexual activity is gonna increase. Again, men are animals. I mean they don't know how to control their sexual desire. I mean that's natural, right? I mean, so they're gonna have a lot of as a result of this increase sexual activity. I mean, this what's the word? Astronomical level. You're gonna have that same level of sexually transmitted disease, STDs, and then people are gonna become infertile. I mean, a lot of young people are gonna become infertile, and what happened to the future of humankind? I mean, see, it's terrible too. And then for another example, I mean, when you are using very little material, to make dresses or whatever clothes, right? I mean, the demand for fabric, for cloth is going to reduce, and the demand reduce. That means what? The price is gonna drop, and the economy is going to collapse. I mean, the clothing, the industry is gonna collapse. So I mean, so we need to. I mean, the thing is, in order to help in the economy, we got to consume. We got to buy more cloth, fabric. Okay, I mean that's something. The manufacturers, of clothing, they need to use more material, more demand on the material, then the price will go up. See, economics. I mean, so another economic problem. I mean, you can see how many, So I mean, there's so many. I mean that there are so many other problems. So the naked land, 10,000 people. The naked land I saw, 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking. People hearing without listening. People writing songs. Voices never shared. No one there. Disturb the sound of silence. I mean, it's the same key, Be well. Until next time. Don't get sick. I mean, the thing is, it's important to wear enough sufficient amount of clothes. Don't get sick, because if you get sick, you can't produce. You can't contribute to the society. So be well, which means don't be naked. It doesn't matter if men. Especially women, don't be naked. It's not. It causes so many social problems, economic problems. That's what Paul Simon said. Okay, bye.